I won't go crazy while I got the dog in the car. No, actually, I don't drive crazy anymore. Almost got barred. I rolled my car last year, no, the year before. We rolled 3 times. We nearly died. We couldn't get out the door. We escaped out the sunroof. I was like, baby boy, we're alive, we're alive. Thank you, God. No, I didn't even have God then. The truth is, I didn't even have God then. But someone rescued us. I was in my little 3 Series BMW. And we're in the wet season up north in Cairns. We're going around this roundabout, and I had a full load of camping gear in the boot. And when I was going around, the whole car just took off. The back end of the car just took off that way. I seen the back end come back around the front end. I was like, what the fuck? Bang! Smack, mate. Fucking hit that roundabout, eh? It was a meter, like a 3/4 of a meter, maybe 70, 80 centimeter wall around the roundabout. Whack! Mate, fucking rolled over 3 times. No joke. And I was on fucking ice and alcohol, weed, the whole lot. Weed and speed. So the dog woke me up and the car was on its side. And I was like, because of the BMW seats, I lived. Because they grab you, right? If it was this old Holden, I don't know if I would have lived. And the dog woke me up. He's licking my face. Come on, Dad, wake up. And I woke up, and I grabbed all my shit, like my wallet, my phone, and all that other shit. And we crawled out through the sunroof because you couldn't get out through the top, and you couldn't get out through the bottom because it was on its side. So we crawled out through the sunroof. And we're right in the middle of this fucking roundabout, and it's pissing down rain. And we're 40k from Cairns. We're almost at Port Douglas. If anyone knows, they know. Those big roundabouts out there. And, oh man, we walked all the way to White Rock from there. All the way from Port Douglas. The second roundabout, just before you go towards Port Douglas where the beaches are, where you go into the little bays. If you know, you know. And we walked all night, me and the dog. And poor little bugger, he was fucked. And we got to my Aboriginal auntie's, and she said, "Where's your car?" I said, "We rolled it." She said, "Don't bullshit me, where is it, broken down somewhere?" I said, "No, I fucking rolled it." She's like, "Oh, fuck." And my cousin Ian, he's not my real cousin and not my real auntie. Ian took me out there the next day and we got like a heap of shit out of it, you know. I took the numb plates off and that. And yeah, fuck, man. After that was a bit of a spiral downhill because I was homeless then. Because when you got a car, you really can't call yourself homeless, right? You got a car, you got somewhere to stay. Even if you got a tent in the boot, man, you still got a car. You can sit around in your car. You know what I mean? But once you got no car and you're on the fucking street, especially with a dog, when you're on the street with a dog, it's so fucking hard. So we stayed in her backyard for about 4 or 5 weeks. And then she lent me this little car, a little Hyundai. And I was camping around at all these places and I dyed my hair. I dyed my hair black. And I had an adverse reaction and my whole face swelled up. Right? And my whole head swelled up. And I couldn't see out my eyes and I was all puffy and shit. So I got some antihistamines and shit and I had the ambulance come out and they gave me some antibiotics and all this other shit. And then I thought, fuck it, I'm going to drive to Charters Towers because my brother and my sister lived out there, or my brother-in-law, my sister. I just surprised him. It was like a 700k drive or 500k drive or something. We drove all the way there, and then the fucking car broke down. I got stuck out there. And I had a falling out with my auntie. You know, because she's like, when you come back with the car? I said, it's not fucking going, man. There's something wrong with it. You know, we had a big fucking argument. I didn't want that to happen, of course. I was meant to be coming back the week after when I got paid, but, you know, and if I would have got paid, I would have went and stayed at the caravan park and shit. You know what I mean? And that was just a fill-in for a week. Well, I only had very little money. And, so we had a big argument, and I never was able to get the car to drive any more than about 5k's, and I keep breaking down. So I'm sorry about that, Auntie Fran. When I do come back up and I see you, I will buy you another car, I promise, darl. Yeah, we had a falling out from there, and that was 2 years ago. And 2.5 years ago, then I stayed on my brother's property in a tent for like 6 months, me and Levi. The scariest thing was we're under this real big tree. When the storms had come, all the branches would start falling on the tree, on the tent. The tree would fall on the fucking tent. You'd be sleeping 1 or 2 in the morning, and next thing a big tree branch would come through the fucking tent, right? And yeah, no joke. So I ended up buying another car. I got a couple of grand up, and I bought a car from Townsville. Got it towed out there where I was. Got a permit and drove it to Brisbane. And yeah, we finally made it to Brisbane. I've been stuck here ever since. 2 years exactly 2 days ago, on the 27th. It's the 1st or 2nd today, March 1st today, I think. 2 years ago today. Or the 28th, I think it was, of February. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's my story. So I just thought I'd put that up, let you know what happened to me. Set me back a bit, but I never gave up music, and I never gave up fucking, you know, wanting to make it so I could fucking get out of Dodge. And that's it. That's life. But that's life. After that, I found God. Yes, I swear sometimes. I know I do. But you know what? I always ask for forgiveness. But the thing is, I'll never stop believing in God. He's helped me so much. So if anyone says to me, why are you so heavily into God? Because I'm alive. That's why I'm so heavily into God. It's like He saved me. For a reason. You know what I mean? Because it's the season.